Are you over 60 and taking supplements every day, believing you're protecting your heart? Stop everything right now. What I'm about to reveal in the next few minutes could literally save your life. As a geriatric cardiologist for over 15 years, I've seen thousands of elderly patients come to my office with severe heart problems caused precisely by what they thought was healthy. And the most shocking part is that 73% of them were taking over-the-counter supplements, trusting empty promises. If you're watching now, I promise that by the end of this video, you'll have the exact knowledge to identify and eliminate the 5 most dangerous supplements that are silently destroying the hearts of people over 60. Let's start immediately, because every minute counts when we talk about your heart health. The first deadly deception of supplements that attack the hearts of seniors is the natural energy booster with hidden caffeine and stimulants. You wake up tired, without energy for the day's activities, and that natural vitamin complex promises to restore your vitality. But here's the shocking truth the industry doesn't want you to know. More than 82% of energy supplements contain caffeine doses equivalent to 4 shots of espresso, but disguised under names like ginseng, concentrated green tea, or caffeine extract. Imagine your heart as an engine. At 60, 70 years old, that engine has already traveled millions of miles. Now visualize pouring high-octane fuel into an engine that needs delicate care and maintenance. The result? Palpitations, arrhythmias, and cardiac overload. I remember a patient, let's call her Mrs. Eleanor, 72 years old, who arrived at the hospital with her heart racing like an uncontrolled drum. She had been religiously taking her energy vitamin complex for 3 years. When we analyzed the composition, we discovered 350 milligrams of hidden caffeine per dose. Her heart was working double time, 24 hours a day. The pursuit of perfect health can become a silent trap for your heart. This is the first painful truth I need to share with you. But the solution is simpler than you imagine. Swap these artificial energy boosters for a 30-minute walk in the morning. Your body will produce natural endorphins without overworking your heart. Include oatmeal for breakfast, sweet potatoes for lunch. Complex carbohydrates provide sustainable energy without risks. If you still need an extra boost, consult a nutritionist to identify real deficiencies. Often fatigue comes from a lack of iron or vitamin B12, easily correctable with proper nutrition or specific supplementation under guidance. But if you thought caffeine was the only disguised stimulant in your supplements, wait until you discover what calcium for strong bones might actually be doing to your arteries. The truth is frightening and will completely change how you see those seemingly harmless white pills. The second deadly deception is the miracle cure of excessive calcium and vitamin D. Everyone says you need calcium for strong bones after 60, and it's true, you do. But here's what no one tells you. When you take calcium supplements without vitamin K2, this mineral doesn't go to your bones. It deposits directly into your arteries. Recent studies in the British Medical Journal show that excessive calcium consumption can increase the risk of cardiovascular events by up to 22% in seniors. Visualize your arteries now. Before, flexible like new rubber hoses, allowing blood to flow freely. Now imagine those same arteries hardened with calcium deposits, forming plaques like old pipes with accumulated rust. Do you feel that chest pain when you climb stairs? That shortness of breath you attribute to age? It could be misdirected calcium narrowing your arteries, forcing your heart to pump with double the effort to push blood through increasingly smaller passages. The recommended daily dose of calcium for seniors is 1200 ml, but most already consume 800 ml through their diet. When you add a 1000 ml supplement, you're creating a cardiovascular time bomb. The solution? Prioritize calcium from foods. Broccoli, kale, spinach, plain yogurt. 1 cup of cooked kale has 177 ml of bioavailable calcium. 3 servings of dark green vegetables a day supply half your needs. If you need to supplement, never do so without vitamin K2. It's the GPS that directs calcium to the bones, not to the arteries. Discuss the ideal dose with your doctor, usually 200 milliliters of K2 for every 1000 milligrams of calcium. And if the idea that more vitamins are always better still seems logical, prepare for the shocking truth about how your powerful antioxidants might be accelerating your heart's aging. The next supplement on the list is one of the best sellers and also one of the most dangerous. The third deadly deception is powerful antioxidants in high doses of vitamins A, E, and beta-carotene. The industry sold the idea that megadoses of vitamins combat aging. But listen carefully to this devastating scientific revelation. When you take vitamin E above 400 IU per day, it stops being an antioxidant and becomes pro-oxidant. This means that instead of protecting your cells, it's destroying them. A study with 35,533 men published in the Journal of American Medical Association showed that vitamin E supplementation increased the risk of prostate cancer by 17%. But what does this have to do with your heart? Everything. The oxidative stress caused by the excess of these vitamins damages the inner lining of blood vessels. Imagine taking sandpaper and rubbing it inside your arteries. That's exactly what megadoses of isolated vitamins do. They create micro-lesions where cholesterol accumulates, forming plaques that can rupture and cause a heart attack or stroke. The pursuit of perfect health can become a silent trap for your heart, especially when you believe you're protecting yourself with antioxidants. Have you noticed that people who eat a variety of fruits and vegetables rarely have heart problems? Because in nature, vitamins work in synergy. An orange has vitamin C, but also flavonoids, fiber, and dozens of other compounds that modulate its absorption. The real solution is to consume 5 to 7 servings of colorful fruits and vegetables per day. Red from tomatoes, orange from carrots, green from spinach, purple from eggplant. Each color represents different antioxidants working in harmony. If you need an antioxidant boost, focus on natural vitamin C. 1 cup of red bell pepper has 190 milligrams of vitamin C, 3 times more than an orange. And add 1 walnut per day for selenium, the master antioxidant that regenerates other antioxidants. You might think you've seen the worst, but the revelation about unsupervised omega-3 will make you question everything you've heard about fish. Oils. The next deception is even more treacherous because it comes disguised as a heart protector. The fourth deadly deception is zero cholesterol with fish oils and omega-3 without medical guidance. Everyone says omega-3 protects the heart, and it can protect, but it can also destroy it. Studies published in the European Heart Journal in 2021 showed that high doses of omega-3, especially above 4 grams per day, increase the risk of atrial fibrillation by up to 20%. Atrial fibrillation is when your heart loses its rhythm, beating chaotically. You feel as if your heart were doing flip-flops in your chest. This arrhythmia multiplies the risk of stroke by 5. I know the case of a gentleman, let's call him Mr. Robert, 68 years old, who was taking 6 fish oil capsules a day because he read online that it cleaned arteries. He thought the more, the better. After 2 years, he started feeling his heart falter, skip beats, and speed up for no reason. During a morning walk, his heart rate shot up to 180 beats per minute and wouldn't return to normal. At the hospital, we discovered severe atrial fibrillation. The excess omega-3 had altered the heart's electrical conduction. Today he lives with a pacemaker and bitterly regrets not having sought guidance. The problem isn't omega-3 itself, but the dose and quality. Many cheap supplements contain mercury and other heavy metals that accumulate in the body. Furthermore, omega-3 thins the blood. If you already take aspirin or anticoagulants, you're creating a risk of hemorrhage. The safe alternative is to include fatty fish in your diet 2 to 3 times a week. Sardines, wild salmon, tuna. A 100-gram serving of sardines provides 1.5 grams of high-quality omega-3 without risks. If you need to supplement, get coagulation tests first. Monitor with an electrocardiogram every 6 months. Use certified brands free of heavy metals. And never ever exceed 2 g per day without strict medical supervision. But if you still think you've seen everything about dangerous supplements, prepare yourself. The last deception on our list is the most seductive and deadly of all. The promise of eternal youth hides the most treacherous poison for the hearts of seniors. The fifth and most deadly deception is herbal supplements and exotic extracts for eternal youth. Ginkgo biloba, Korean ginseng, ashwagandha, rhodiola. Exotic names that promise to reverse the biological clock. But here's the terrifying truth. The $150 billion industry doesn't want you to know. These extracts directly interfere with heart medications. If you take blood pressure medication, anticoagulants, statins, or any heart medication and use these supplements, you're creating a chemical Russian roulette in your body. Ginkgo biloba, for example, can increase the effect of anticoagulants by up to 38%, causing internal hemorrhages. Imagine your blood as thin as water, unable to clot, a small cut that won't stop bleeding, a fall that causes a massive internal hematoma, a silent brain bleed that starts with a headache and ends in a hemorrhagic stroke. The pursuit of perfect health can become a silent trap for your heart, especially when you mix the unknown with the essential. Ginseng can raise blood pressure by up to 15 points. For someone who already has high blood pressure, this is the difference between control and a hypertensive crisis. Do you feel that throbbing pain in the back of your neck? Blurred vision? It could be your natural supplements pushing your blood pressure to dangerous levels. Even worse are proprietary blends, cocktails of 10, 15 different herbs. It's impossible to predict the interactions. It's like mixing different cleaning products. Separately, they're safe. Together, they create toxic gas. More than 50,000 annual hospitalizations in the United States are caused by adverse reactions to supplements. Seniors account for 65% of these victims due to slower metabolism and multiple medications. The true fountain of youth isn't in exotic pills. It's in simple, proven habits. Sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Deep sleep regenerates the heart, cleanses brain toxins, balances hormones. Practice meditation 10 minutes a day. It reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that inflames arteries. Cultivate hobbies that bring joy. Genuine happiness releases oxytocin, the heart protective hormone. If you still want to try any herbal supplement, take the bottle to your doctor. Ask them to check for interactions in the system. Start with a quarter of the recommended dose. Observe reactions for 30 days before increasing. If you've made it this far, it's because your heart health is an absolute priority. Now I want to know, how old are you and which city are you watching from? Type your age and city in the comments. Let's map together how many of us are on this mission to protect our hearts. Now I'm going to connect all the dots of this transformative revelation. Remember when we started talking about blind trust in supplements? You discovered that natural energy boosters are a caffeine bomb, calcium without K2 petrifies arteries, megadoses of vitamins oxidize cells, excessive omega-3 disrupts heart rhythm, and exotic extracts sabotage vital medications. The pursuit of perfect health can become a silent trap for your heart, but now you have the map to escape this trap. Imagine waking up tomorrow with the absolute certainty that every choice you make is truly protecting your heart. Visualize yourself 10 years from now, strong, independent, playing with grandchildren, traveling, living fully. That future begins with the decisions you make today. Your heart has beaten approximately 2.5 billion times to date. Each beat has been a gift, a chance to live, love, achieve. Don't let empty promises in pretty bottles steal the next billions of beats you still have ahead. The knowledge you've gained today is pure power. Power to question, investigate, choose consciously. You don't need magic pills. You need true information, a balanced diet, daily movement, restorative sleep, and genuine joy. Now it's time to act. Gather all your supplements, put them in a bag, and take them to your next doctor's appointment. Ask them to review them one by one. Eliminate the unnecessary, adjust the essential. Share this video now with at least one person you love. It could be your brother, your walking buddy, your neighbor. Every share can save a life. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to receive weekly alerts that protect your health. Which of these 5 truths surprised you the most? Respond in the comments. Your experience can alert others in the same situation. If this information was valuable, leave a like. It helps the video reach more people who need this revelation. Always remember, your heart is the engine of your life. Take care of it with wisdom, not with promises, with knowledge, not with fear, with conscious choices, not with magic pills. This content is educational and does not replace medical consultation. Always talk to your doctor before starting or stopping any supplement, especially if you have pre-existing heart conditions. Your journey to a stronger, protected heart begins now, and I'll be here, week after week, sharing truths the industry doesn't want you to know. Because you deserve to live every day with real vitality, not artificial. Until the next video, take care with wisdom.